All right. Hi, everyone. Hi, Amy. It's great to be back. Amy and I, it's been a minute since we recorded, so we're really excited. And we are here with some really exciting news that we are doing a 4-part series on how to get organized with your finances. I hear this time and time again with my clients that they just feel just really disorganized.
You know what, Rachel? It's funny. I don't know about you, but coming off summer for me, I feel a little
Yeah.
disorganized with life, and money is one of those things. I go into summer every year. I'm like, I got a plan. I'm super focused. I'm in a budget. I'm going to do all, and then fun becomes part of summer, right? And then it's a little bit like you get into fall, and it's like, whoo,
Yep. I
time to
know.
get back to it, right?
I know. It's crazy.
So,
It's crazy.
yeah.
But it is back to school. And I was just posting the other day that there's like 11 weeks till Thanksgiving. So it is time to get organized. Why not? Perfect timing for the fall. Okay, well, Amy and I are going to talk a little bit about like sort of some things you can do. We've kind of have like a what, a why, and a how with this first video. And I know Amy mentioned maybe having something for folks to have at the end. Do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, guys. I just got to say this. I know in my own personal, I'm a really big advocate of sharing stories. I know in my story, sometimes money feels a little overwhelming, and it tends to be when I'm not organized with it. That's when I
Mm-hmm,
feel that little pit in my stomach sometimes, like,
mm-hmm.
oh, and so we have a free resource prepared for you guys. Rachel's got one. I have one that I love. We love to share it with our clients, and we're going to have that for you guys. So stick till the end. You don't want to miss this. It's going to help make this process a lot more fun, a lot more simple. And I think you guys are going to get excited about this. So yeah, let's jump
Great.
into it.
Great. Love it. Okay. So let's start with the what. Like, what are we even doing? And everyone can do different things. And so, I will say that, what I sort of might suggest or what Amy suggests may not work for you. So you do have to find something that works for you. But my sort of what and how I work with clients is a very simple spreadsheet that they can put all of their information on. And this is basically a budget. I know that seems to be such like a tough word. It's not a tough word. It's not scary at all. It's really just putting information on paper. And so my recommendation is to really, especially if you're just getting started, to use a very simple spreadsheet. What do you think about that, Amy?
The same, the
Yeah.
same. You know what? In fact, I'm super old fashioned. Some people like, my husband, he likes having everything in the bank account sorted and all that's like, I'm a pen and paper. Guys, I can't encourage enough. Just, it feels a little vulnerable, maybe, right? To look at all that,
Yeah.
but I can't encourage enough. Yeah, just get simple is good. Get a piece of paper and write it all down. Find out what am I spending? Where am I spending? What are my habits looking like behind that?
Yeah.
Line item it feels like, oh, this takes a little bit of time. I don't really have time. But what are you robbing yourself of by not looking at it?
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
old school, I think, is the best way of doing it,
yes,
really.
I agree. And it does take a little bit of time at the beginning, but truly, 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 the beginning is the most difficult and the most time consuming part. Once you do it, starts
You
to
get a little
roll
system
and
going.
you get used
Yep.
to it. So the sort of the what is getting some type of a spreadsheet and putting some information onto that spreadsheet. So what are your bills? What is your income? And frankly, like you mentioned, Amy, sort of doing some line items and really figuring out what you're spending on certain things.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing I was thinking of, Rachel, as we're writing these things down, think about maybe not just this season of life, but think about things like we have the holidays coming up.
Mm-hmm.
There's extra expenses that we
Yeah.
know are there every year. Are we planning in advance for those things? We know every couple of years the car needs new tires or brakes or
Mm-hmm.
some kind of wearable something.
Mm-hmm.
We know that the house is going to, like, if you know and you start looking at these items, being organized is really a lot about awareness.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that awareness and that ability to plan, it really brings a sense of control for people. So I want to leave that. as kind of maybe our end cap a little bit of, you're going to feel control. You might feel a little variety of emotions,
Yeah.
but a sense of control will be the one that you'll get, I think, long-term from doing this type of exercise. And I know, Rachel, you'll probably offer your services, you know, here to everybody who's joining. If you feel like, hey, having a coach with me to do this might make it feel a little easier. Rachel's such an amazing resource for that.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, well, that kind of leads into the why, and you kind of already said it. Is like, why are we doing all of this? And it's really to get more in control, and of course, to get more organized. So when we're feeling disorganized, we're not feeling in control, and it's just not a good feeling. I think we all can say when I'm posed with some type of a financial question, and even if it's about my personal finances and I don't know the answer, it doesn't make me feel good. So like, that's why we're doing this, to give everybody that sort of that organization, to help folks feel more in control. And as Amy said, if you're feeling like, I don't even know if I could get started with this, it just feels very overwhelming to me, that's why Amy and I are here, to help folks either continue if you've already started, or just frankly to just get started. It can be really helpful to just bring in sort of that support partner to help with that.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're good for this very first one. We've got number 2 coming up, so please continue to follow us. And Amy, do you want to tell folks how they can get that free resource?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and just comment, you know, in this video or wherever you're viewing it, comment, let's just say get organized, right? Because that's the theme here. So get organized. Comment wherever you're viewing this. Rachel and I will be in there personally monitoring. We'll make sure that we have her reach out for her free resource. I'll reach out for my free resource. You get the power of 2, the best of the best. And yeah, and keep following us. You know, follow us. We'll have LinkedIn here where you can follow us on social media and all of our different outlets and platforms.
Yep, sounds good. All right, well, folks, see ya on the second session.